style. This week in practice, we saw Russia's Yulia Obertas and Sergei Slavnov wear matching unitards. This team has beautiful lines and extensions, and their unitards really accentuate their body positions and unison. And skaters always want to present a good first impression at competitions, and that often starts from looking polished in practice.
The pairs free skate rolls on with the team from Russia, Yulia Obertas and Sergei Slavnov. Obertas and Slavnov, the two-time Russian bronze medalist, who had a top 5 finish at the World Championships last year. Peter, a bit of a disconcerting start earlier this week here in Atlantic City. Sergei was without his skates for the first few days. The airline lost those.
This has been giving them trouble, but she works through that nicely. That time, Yulia being thrown perfectly by Sergei. He didn't block her. He let her travel through and do 3 nice rotations on that throw triple flip.
This team currently in 4th place, and certainly disappointing where they are, but they are only at 5.8 points behind, and they can make that up.
Those hands coming down, that definitely hurts on the grade of execution, which is the quality of the jump. That's what the judges are concerned with. Perfect balance required and strength right there.
This is the team that last year at Skate America skated before Totmianina and Marinin, and he almost dropped her. It was kind of a precursor and put everyone on edge before the actual fall.
And the reason for that is that the pairs are going after such difficulty on position changes and takeoffs of the lifts that it's causing this. But now, this year, it seems to have settled down. They're more stable. You see, that's the problem when you're adding all that difficulty on the dismounts like that. It gets sloppy and it can hurt the grade of execution. You know, I thought I was going to see a bigger improvement from them this season. When I last saw them at the World Championships, I said, boy, this is really going to be a team that's in the hunt for a big-time medal at the Olympic Games. But they really have their work cut out for them. Unison not quite as good as I'd like to see it, and some sloppy skating on the lifts even. And we'll see that as they continue through the program. This has great height, split, triple twist. She's laid out, and she's caught a little bit of a collision there again. The goal of the man is to have his partner land free and clear of his body, so there's no collision whatsoever. And watch the hands come down right there, and she just has to assist herself. That is a fall, so 3 points coming off there on the GOE from the judges. But they do have a beautiful line and stretch throughout. Take a look at this throw here. Very important to have a very straight position in the air. The lines very strong. You can see how close together her feet are, and the elbow out to the side. It'd be nice to see that elbow actually in tighter to her body. That way she wouldn't be outside the circle. Now watch here. This is actually the hands went down right there, and that's where 2 points come off. And then the somersaulting lift up into the lift. That makes it more difficult, and then changing the position into the star lift. But remember, the more turns that are with one hand, the harder it is.
Well, we have a moment, a reminder coming up next. Except for those of you out on the West Coast, the PGA Tour's best teeing up. The final round of the Chrysler Championship. That's next right here on ABC Sports. Has this team taken a step backwards?
Yeah, you know what? I was just thinking that. Absolutely. You know, the skating skills and transitions, the components, the artistic part of their skating, not as good, and I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, the Americans were ahead of them after the short program. Obertas and Slavnov, 160.40 overall, and guess what? They have the lead, and the crowd here cannot believe it. Well, we referenced